Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is cold as heck outside. We just got our first somewhat significant snowfall. And what better way to bring in some new news on the first electric Lexus vehicle. Honda's working on their second electric vehicle. We'll talk about that one. Oh, gets me good. And we'll touch a little bit on Mazda at the very end, where we're gonna discuss the Mazda Miata hotel vineyard. It's pretty amazing. I'll see you on the other side and let's get into it. Over at justauto.com, the 2019 Guangzhou Motor Show Lexus Electric World Debut. Let's scroll down to see what they have to say about it. The brand's first EV will be for relevant European countries and China. Toyota has made a patent application for the name UX300E. I've made a video about this. I've talked about this ad nauseum in the last year. And Lexus is staying away from plug-in hybrid electric vehicles and instead planning to offer electric vehicles, hybrids, and in higher price brackets, hydrogen fuel cell powertrains, which we'll see here in a little bit that Honda has kind of given up the ghost there. No mention of North America suggests the range will not be great. So I would probably expect around 150 miles of range. That's my honest guess. And let's go over to actually a global Toyota page. They have a little teaser image of it. This to me, I mean, who knows? I can't really tell what kind of vehicle it is. Obviously, all we know that this is their official electric lettering now. All signs probably point to the UX, to be honest. This is all they have to say. Lexus will unveil the world's first EV, the first commercial model at the 2019 Guangzhou Motor Show, held from November 22nd to December 1st. Starting with this model, we will expand our lineup of electric vehicles at the right place according to the needs and infrastructure environment around the world, mainly in China and Europe. So there it is. We're not going to get this vehicle in the United States. Lexus is probably waiting until they have that electric global platform that they're developing with, I believe it's Subaru. So that platform will be coming probably in 3 to 4 years, which is really unfortunate because people who like electric cars, they like Lexus, and I get a lot of people come up and ask me, oh, when is your first electric car coming? Okay, I'm not going to buy a car until then. Like, I know Lexus wants to do it right, and they want to meet the needs of the American customers, but to have nothing at all is also frustrating. Let's move on. Honda works on second EV, quits diesel, and puts hydrogen on hold. This is pretty substantial news over at electric.co. In late October, Honda's Electric Vision event in Amsterdam, the company said it was electrifying its entire product line, which mostly means hybrids. Hold on, Tom Garner, Senior Vice President of Honda Motor Europe, Honda, also said, we will bring further battery electric products to the market. The retro all-electric Honda e-City car will arrive in European roads summer 2020. Unfortunately, fairly inexpensive, $33,000 for a small EV with about 125 miles of range is not coming to the United States. I think that this is going to be very similar to the UX300E in capacity and probably performance and range, but we're not getting it in the States either. So Honda and Lexus both holding off, not bringing their first attempt at electric vehicles into the United States. Honda will focus its EV efforts on Europe, where electric car demand is on the rise. In addition to the Honda E, the company will introduce a second EV according to driving.co.uk. There's not much info about the second EV except that it will be revealed by 2022. My gut feeling is telling me that's going to be more of a small SUV, maybe CRV size, maybe HRV size, maybe a little bit smaller. But again, we'll have to wait to find out. Maybe hydrogen fuel cell cars will come, but that's a technology for the next era. Our focus is on hybrid and electric vehicles now. I don't know if fuel cell will ever be viable. The fact that you can charge an electric vehicle anywhere, yeah, the infrastructure still needs to get a lot better. Even in Europe, it's still accessible to anyone. Hydrogen is not acceptable to hardly anyone. And that is the big issue here that we're seeing. There, guys, I moved the light. Maybe you can see me better. Maybe you don't want to see me better. Maybe you preferred it the way it was before, but let's keep rolling with some news. And then Honda has this very interesting idea for mobility and their battery packs. Oh, by the way, they're also phasing out all diesel cars by 2021. That's crazy. Diesel's been around forever. It is a very, very practical fuel source, and you get great torque, great miles per gallon, but the emissions is the issue with diesel, as you guys know. Some good news is we know Honda is developing a modular EV platform for larger rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive vehicles with longer range for the United States. But that's not expected for an eternity, not till about 2025. So that's kind of what I'm expecting also for Toyota and Lexus. Unfortunately, I think we'll see plug-in hybrids first. And they see that because people drive such large distances. With a plug-in hybrid, you get the kind of the best of both worlds with the new RAV4 plug-in hybrid that's coming out, and which will also be in the new Lexus NX plug-in hybrid in a couple of years. Acura thinks they can come back to their former glory. That's a good thing. Any company wants to return to their former glory. So let's dive in. They want to sell more than 200,000 vehicles in a year in the United States after reaching only 159,000 units last year. We're really trying our best to focus on the things we are good at, which are performance. Ikeda told me we want people to feel it in our advertising through our marketing, but more than anything else, we want them to please get in our cars and drive them. That almost sounds like a desperate plea, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, Acura, to get that 200,000 sales. Acura is one of the original Japanese premium brands, actually reached more than 200,000 sales in year 2005 and 2006, but sales fell as low as 106,000 in 2009 in the middle of the Great Recession. And that's why you also see a reversion back to the Type S that we got the little teaser for. To 2004 and 2005 time, and 2006 too, where like the Acura TL Type S was an amazing vehicle, and they had other ones as well, like the Integra Type S. That was their pinnacle, that was their dream. And now, funny, I have an Acura ad right here on the side of the screen, but that is where they want to get back to. They're like, okay, we'll just do what worked well for us in the past and bring back the S types. The problem is that they're going to have to S-type the RDX and the MDX because those are the best sellers. The best sellers back then were probably the TL. Big changes in the company. They can't just simply say, oh, we're about performance now and expect to sell 200,000 cars. But we'll see what happens. I want them to do well. Mazda Toyota ignites North Alabama. This is a very, very interesting article talking about how they're getting all their suppliers, their seat suppliers, their sheet metal suppliers, all around them in North Alabama that are companies that they use across the globe. It's very fascinating. I'm not going to talk. It's very like just a ton of raw information in this article. I'm not going to get into it. I could spend an hour just on this article, but definitely worth a look and a read. And let's go into the last article, which is very fun because I used to have a Mazda Miata. Welcome to Miataland. Holy cow. So this place only has 6 rooms. It is essentially it's almost like a French chateau, sort of beautiful. I thought it was California at first. I'm like, no, it looks prettier than California. But it is absolutely insane. There are over 40 different Mazda Miatas that you can drive while you're staying here. Just look at this collection of books and cars and cars. Look at this. Shampoo Delicado. Miataland has their own shampoo. Just look how beautiful this landscape is. Oh, so many Miatas. Look how awesome that barn. That freaking barn looks even good. This thing looks like something out of my wildest dreams. I love the Miata so much. It's one of the funnest vehicles I've ever driven, probably top 3 of all time. And I had the opportunity to, when I was a single man, to be able to drive one as my daily driver. And I just love them so much. Maybe I put this on the bucket list, guys. Maybe I feature this on my channel one day. How sweet would that be? I traveled to Italy to go to Miataland. Oh, how cool would that be? So what do you guys think? It's kind of disappointing that we're not going to see an electric Lexus for a long time. It's probably, in the United States, it's probably going to be 3 to 4 years at this point. And we're going to see a plug-in hybrid first, but it is a disappointment because we want to see here in America everything that the brand has to offer. Honda, on the other hand, again, still catering towards the European and Japanese and probably the Chinese markets. These Japanese automakers really don't think it's a good idea to put their vehicles into North America yet, at least their electric vehicles, which is a disappointment because we see how well other electric vehicles are doing here. And then as a previous Miata owner, it was really good to see someone who's absolutely fanatical about the Miata. They would create literally a countryside resort in the middle of Italy to celebrate the vehicle. If you guys would like to support the channel a little bit more than just watching and subscribing, please check out my Patreon page. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace out.